she retired. She last came back in 2022 at the Olympia. She's a one-time competitor, two-time Rise of Phoenix champion. And I do my content. I've been a fan of bodybuilding since I was, since I was a young kid. I'm 49. You were born in November. When was November?
17th.
One of my sisters was born in 17th. You're a Scorpio? Oh,
yes.
I'm the 19th. My sister not married, Jean. There's four of us. Actually my parents had 7 children together, and I 3 of my siblings have passed. And 4 out of us were born in November. My sister Mary was born, I think Mary was born the 11th. Jean was born 17th. Barry was born 16th. I was born the 19th.
Wow.
So, and we live in like a farm here. So, most times.
Birthday parties at your house must have been crazy in November.
Not too crazy. I think one time my mom bought 2 cakes, and they thought she had 2 sets of twins. So, I was buying a cake for my sons and her daughters. But yeah, but it is. The fact is that people understand that the visions is about the development of as an athlete, and the reason why there was a pushback by pushing women's bodybuilding out, because the fact was the vision was getting to a point where saying, well, the women are getting too large, too masculine, So bringing physique is supposed to be an alternative for those women who were too small for bodybuilding. But now, if you look at the women now, like this is, I'm going to show another picture up here. This is the current physique champion, Sarah Vilgas, if you recognize her. And this is the 2-time fitness champion, Missy Trescott.
And I think she was at my show. Mm-hmm. The one that's in the yellow shorts. She was at my show.
Yeah. And if you look at these 2 ladies, you wouldn't think they're two different divisions, because one's fitness and one is physique. And this is where, as athletes, they evolve and change. The idea was to bring a division that was more feminine, more conditioned. And I know some ladies who are also in your age group who do physique because it's a lot easier because they don't have to put as much size.
Right.
And I think maybe that'd be a great test for you, see how you feel, how you fit.
Yeah. But it's funny because, and I know this is probably going to sound crazy, but to me, when I go to the gym, like my favorite, I love doing bis and tris. I absolutely love it. And shoulders. And to me, it's like the best feeling in the world. Well, one of the best feelings in the world to do bis and tris and leave the gym and feel like my muscle is so pumped that it's just going to explode out of my arm. I love it. I love that feeling. It's empowering. As a woman, I think it's very empowering. And it really feels good. I've had some young military men come over to me and say, you're very intimidating. I was going to talk to you 2 weeks ago, but you're very intimidating. And I kind of laugh at it because I'm like, I'm such a nice person. I don't care. Anybody can stop me and talk to me. And I'll always stop and talk to them. So, but it's really empowering to be able to do that, especially at my age, and to feel like, if something was to happen, I could take care of myself pretty good, and it does feel good. It really does.
Yeah, it's quite a few ladies who are in your age group that's getting into sport, because many can sport late in life. Back in the day, there wasn't that many women who were like, I think there used to be a woman who's maybe at the oldest, maybe over 40. One lady who was a fan of that's Krista Bach. If you guys who follow my channel know who she is. But now in the last few years, there is an explosion of women of maturity, muscle maturity coming in here.
Yes.
In their 50s and 60s. I mean, I think I had a friend, she competed with a lady who was in her 70s.
Yes.
And she got her pro card.
Yes.
And it's about the passion for the sport, and you have to have passion for it. Now, you say that's your favorite is bis and tris. What's the one you don't like? I know it.
Legs. I hate doing legs. Oh, God, I hate it. I do it. I do it. I really do. And, the gym I'm going to on post, it works out really good because they have this green area where it helps the military with their PT test, where it's a push-pull. And I've already done it, and I've marched it out, and it takes me, because I'm so short anyway, I do lunges all the way down one side. So I'm taking like 30 steps, and then I'm not taking a break. I'm taking 125 pounds, and I'm pulling it all the way back to the other side. And that's one set, and I'm dying. And I do 4 sets. But I'm telling you, I hate doing legs. I do them, but I hate them. I hate
I,
them. I hate them.
I like to like what they always say when I do when my time like I had a couple ladies on who say they love leg day. I said you got to be freaks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that. Ever saw an episode of Chappelle Show when Charlie Murphy talk about how he met Rick James, and they go back and
Yes.
Rick goes to Eddie's house and he Eddie Murphy and they beat his legs and how Dave was like Rick going like, what about my legs, Eddie Murphy? What about my legs? I mean, that's how leg day is for a bodybuilder. I mean, it's tough because you know what? This is not like I said. This is not an easy sport to be in. I mean, especially for a woman, you got to think about it. I'm always say this with the men. All you got to do is wear banana hammock and a pair of board shorts. With the women, you have to be presentable because the thing is, there's always been a push for more femininity for women's bodybuilding. You have to have your hair done, your makeup done, your jewelry.
Your
Then
nails. See, I don't wear nails. I have no nails, and I hate acrylic fingernails. I hate them. So I don't wear them. But when it's time for you to do the show, everything has to look just right. Everything, because it all matters. And it's really funny too because I've seen some girls that for their very first show they'll buy a really cheap suit. And when I say a cheap suit, I mean something that's like maybe less than 300. That's really a kind of a cheap suit. They're pretty, but once you get on stage, you start having issues with them.
yeah,
You know
start
what I
picking
mean?
apart and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the studs will fall off. So, I mean, unless you have a really good person that's going to make your suit, or if you can go with recommendations from other people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my suits, they're like $600 and they can get into the thousands. But they're good suits, so you want to hold on to them. Like I've got 5 or 6 suits that I'm not going to get rid of because I don't know if I'm going to use them this year or not. And I don't want to spend the money when I've got all these other suits, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you don't want to always wear the same thing, because then the judges, if you get the same judges, they're going to be like, okay, well, I remember this girl. This is what she wore last time. You know what I mean? But if you have a good suit, and it does matter, when you get on stage, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good that, hey, this looks good on me. I feel comfortable. I can walk around and it's not going to fall out or fall off, or nothing's